Hello, and welcome to this presentation of the Moose Legion Orientation Program. We thank you for your interest in the Moose Legion, and we look forward to you elevating to the degree of service. During this presentation, we will familiarize you with the Moose Legion, giving you a strong foundation upon which your future Moose career can be built. We will be covering 7 items. What is the Moose Legion? Who makes up Moose Legion membership? How and why was the Moose Legion instituted? What are some of the Moose Legion's accomplishments? Why should you join our ranks? Am I eligible to join? When and where can I be conferred with this degree? At the conclusion of this orientation program, we sincerely hope that each of you will consider joining with us in our efforts to make the lives of our children at Mooseheart, our seniors at Moose Haven, and the members of our communities the best that they can be. Your membership and participation are vital, as a burden heavy to one is borne lightly by many. Let's begin by describing what the Moose Legion is. First, it is often identified as the degree of service. Its purpose is to band together those loyal and devoted male Moose members who desire to make further contributions to the humanitarian objectives of the Moose. The Moose Legion is unique in our organization because it is recognized as a fraternal unit in addition to being a degree. Moose Legion jurisdictions are comprised of lodges within a defined geographical area and are governed by an elected board of directors. They meet on a quarterly basis at events called Moose Legion celebrations. Another distinct quality is that the Moose Legion is everywhere. It maintains a presence within the lodge in the form of the Lodge Moose Legion Committee, within the geographic Moose Legion jurisdiction, and at state, provincial, and international levels. Now that you know a little bit about what the Moose Legion is, our next step is to tell you who makes up its membership. There is a statement in the Moose Legion conferral ceremony that accurately describes who Moose Legionnaires are. Quote, "They are loyal fraternalists who roll up their sleeves and make things happen," unquote. Men such as these are not all cut from a preset mold, so where do we find them? They come from various backgrounds and professions. They are leaders in their local communities, many in civic, governmental, or volunteer capacities. They serve in a variety of positions of responsibility within the Moose. And they all subscribe to the belief of doing some good thing for someone each day. Now that you have a basic familiarity with what and who we are, you will probably not be surprised to find that the Moose Legion has a long and proud history within our organization. It was created by James J. Davis, our first Director General, in 1913, and was known at that time as the Mooseheart Legion of the World. At the time of its founding, its sole purpose was to create and maintain a $1 million endowment fund that would aid our Mooseheart campus in times of need. Initially, and continuing until 1931, when chapters were formally organized into the Women of the Moose, women enjoyed full membership as an intricate part of the Mooseheart Legion of the World. Early issues of Moose magazine proclaimed this union of men and women with the headlines, "Mooseheart Legion for Men and Women." After the group split amicably in 1931, the unit changed its name from the Mooseheart Legion of the World to the Legion of the Moose, and operated under that name until 1991. Since then, the unit has been known simply as the Moose Legion, with additional emphasis placed on its role as the degree of service. While the endowment fund continues to be an integral piece of the Moose Legion program, it goes without saying that the program has evolved greatly over the last century plus and become much broader. The history of the generous support provided by Moose Legions and Moose Legionnaires is the stuff of legend. Throughout its existence, the Moose Legion has provided funds to support nearly every major project at Mooseheart and Moose Haven. Additionally, the Moose Legion funds 2 programs that benefit our Mooseheart children and Moose Haven seniors, utilizing portions of an individual's Moose Legion dues. Thanks to Moose Legionnaires, Mooseheart children are able to enjoy year-round outdoor recreation at Camp Ross, a 150-acre wooded retreat located 60 miles west of Mooseheart. Funds from Moose Legion dues are used to maintain and expand the camp. At Moose Haven, the Moose Haven Seniors Medical Fund has been maintained since 1991 thanks to the memberships of Moose Legionnaires. These contributions assure the continuation of exceptional medical care for our senior members and their spouses, including any required outside medical services. More recently, the Moose Legion has provided the funding for the scholarships awarded through the Moose Youth Awareness Program. Since 2009, Moose Legions have committed $30,000 per year to offer significant financial assistance to the students who are judged to have developed the best presentations by their peers. The combination of the financial support, the leadership, and the historical activities of Moose Legionnaires is a testament to the fact that the value of the Moose Legion to the Moose fraternity is beyond measure. Loyalty to the mission of the fraternity and commitment to its causes are driving forces for Moose Legionnaires. The brief historical summary that we have just provided is only a very small sample of the contributions and accomplishments of the Moose Legion during its more than 100 years of service to the Moose. We mentioned earlier that the Moose Legion has contributed to nearly every project that has benefited either Mooseheart or Moose Haven. What you are looking at now is a chronological list of those projects. After the purchase of the initial Mooseheart dairy herd in 1913, the great majority of these projects involved construction, including numerous residence halls on both campuses. Some of the major building efforts, like the Mooseheart House of God and the Mooseheart High School, were coordinated and completed with assistance from other fraternal units. As the infrastructures on both campuses were developed, the focus for the Moose Legion shifted to projects that primarily enhanced the experiences of our Mooseheart residents, including renovations and restorations to structures that had previously been built. The metric running track at Mooseheart Stadium, the Museum of Moose History, the Camp Ross swimming pool and cabins, and the House of God all received upgrades and facelifts. Loyalty Hall was converted into a training facility, including new computers and areas for lodging, and the Campanile Bell Tower and Mooseheart Powerhouse were restored. Moose Legionnaires also contributed to the more than $600,000 that was donated by the Moose fraternity toward the construction of the Flight 93 National Memorial in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Whenever the call and whatever the need, the Moose Legion has proven to be reliable in its support and generosity. Mooseheart children and Moose Haven seniors are able to enjoy comfort, convenience, and safety as a result. The trust that is placed in Moose Legionnaires by our leadership is rewarded every time we come through when called upon, whether it is a major capital project, the annual International Moose Legion President's Project, or consistent support for the Mooseheart Moose Haven Endowment Fund. Our capabilities and strength will be enhanced by you joining our ranks. Based on what has been presented to you, you can now more clearly see the importance of the Moose Legion and why there are high expectations for Moose Legionnaires. Now, let's talk about what Moose Legion membership can do for you and why you should join. Becoming a Moose Legionnaire will strengthen your commitment to the Moose fraternity. You will have opportunities to participate in local activities with your Lodge Moose Legion committee, as well as Moose Legion activities in your jurisdiction and at the state or provincial and international levels if you so choose. You will form friendships with Moose Legionnaires from other lodges, which may become some of the strongest and most lasting friendships during your lifetime. You can experience firsthand the Moose Legion mission of having fun while providing greater service to the Moose fraternity. You will bring vital support to programs made possible through dues paid by Moose Legionnaires, like Mooseheart's Camp Ross and the Moose Haven Seniors Medical Fund. You can develop important leadership skills through your Moose Legion activities that can be utilized in the Moose, as well as in your personal and professional lives. and you will fulfill an important requirement to be eligible for potential elevation to the higher degrees associated with the Moose Legion, the Fellowship Degree of Honor and the Pilgrim Degree of Merit. There are only 3 simple criteria that need to be met in order for a member to be eligible for Moose Legion membership. You must be a male member of the Moose, your lodge dues must be current, and you must have a desire to provide additional support to the Moose and its mission of supporting children in need, looking out for senior members, bringing communities closer together, and celebrating life. If you are now ready to take this next step in fraternalism, you can begin the process today, right here during this orientation program. First, complete an application for Moose Legion membership and submit it, along with 1 year's Moose Legion dues, to the Moose Legion Jurisdiction Secretary. Your Lodge Moose Legion Committee Chairman or the appointed Moose Legion Assistant Secretary for your lodge can assist you. Once your application has been processed, you will need to attend a conferral ceremony at a quarterly Moose Legion Jurisdiction celebration or at a mini celebration scheduled at one of the lodges within the jurisdiction. Mini celebrations are sometimes scheduled for the express purpose of conferring Moose Legion candidates. It is important for you to understand that as a new member applicant to a Moose Legion, you must attend a conferral ceremony before you are recognized as a Moose Legionnaire. Thanks to each of you for your attendance and for your attention. We hope you have found this orientation presentation to be both informative and inspirational. We look forward to you joining our ranks and to your efforts to do some good thing for someone each day.